40s, 1940s. And then Saraswati Thakur started his teachings, which is actually Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaching and Bhagavad Gita message. In 1917, he started. That time Srila Prabhupada was 21 years old. And then in the meantime, there was a conversation going on between Srila Prabhupada and his father, whose name was Gaur Mohan De. So Prabhupada was asking, his name was Abhay. So Abhay was asking Gaur Mohan De that how do we become pure and become fully God conscious? Then Gaur Mohan De said, through the medium of a spiritual master. And Abhay was desiring, when will I have a spiritual master in my life? And at that time, Saraswati Thakur was continuously chanting 1 billion names every day. So here, this is just same state. Same state. In Calcutta, in Navadvip, just 4 hours away. So here is this great personality who is preparing, and here is this personality who is desiring. So we were discussing last week how after many years Srila Prabhupada met, and we were discussing at that time this great riots were going on. The Europeans are like divide Hindus and Muslims and fight among each other, and people are, because they thought like Indians are very attached to their religion, their tradition, their religion, their culture. So the European side, England, so they decided through that only we'll take as a medium and bring people against each other. Before that, people were united actually. It is when they started in the name of religion, that's when. And Srila Prabhupada, and there was many movements. One was Gandhi movement, that was the most prominent. So Srila Prabhupada became very much engaged in helping India Azadi. This is like 1930s. When did India got independence? 47. So 15 years before. Then Srila Prabhupada met Saraswati Thakur, and that was a life-changing experience. So from that time, Srila Prabhupada started helping. He read all the books of Saraswati Thakur, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Krishna, became convinced, helped in sharing that message. Srila Prabhupada also had a business that time. Then later on, Srila Prabhupada got initiated by Saraswati Thakur. After some time, again Srila Prabhupada took sannyas. Then again after some time, Srila Prabhupada, those who were not there last week, when Srila Prabhupada, the first meeting with Saraswati Thakur, Saraswati Thakur, as soon as he saw Abhay, he gave him this instruction that you are a young, intelligent man. Why don't you take these teachings of Lord Chaitanya spread all over the world in English language? So later on, when Saraswati Thakur was about to depart, that was when, Prabhuji, Saraswati Thakur departure? Somewhere 1940s. 1940s?
I'm drawing a blank or something.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that time Srila Prabhupada was he departed in December end. Srila Prabhupada sent a letter on December 7th asking, you have so many sannyasis who are serving you so nicely. I am a grihastha. How can I be of some service to you? So then Saraswati Thakur replied, in his failing health, he replied, same thing, you are a young, intelligent man. Why don't you take this message of Lord Chaitanya and spread it all over the world in English language? It will be good for you and it will be good for others. So when he received the letter, Srila Prabhupada received the letter, few days later Saraswati Thakur departed. So Srila Prabhupada made that instruction as his life and soul, as the goal of his life is to serve the instruction of Saraswati Thakur. Then later on Srila Prabhupada took sannyas. After he took Vanaprastha and then he took sannyas, and Srila Prabhupada was living in Vrindavan. So that's where we were last week. I wanted to give a quick recap. Okay.
It's 1937, January 1st.
1937. Thank you, Guruji. So naturally that time Gandhi was also alive. Srila Prabhupada was trying to reach out to
Mike Cooper.
Mike Cooper. Hare Krishna. Okay, great. So Srila Prabhupada's life was early in the morning he would get up and he was first he started writing books. So first he started Back to Godhead magazine. Then he would go to Delhi to get that magazine printed, but he had no money. He would where he was getting his money from? By selling those Back to Godhead magazines. So few cents, few rupees, few paisa actually would come, and that's how Srila Prabhupada would hardly be able to pay the rent in Vrindavan, in Radha Damodar Mandir where he was staying. Then he would take the books, distribute them alone, old man, 60 years old, in his 55 and 60s, going door to door, tea shop to tea shop, asking everybody, please take this Back to Godhead magazine. This will open a path to eternity. But nobody would listen. There was no encouragement. Srila Prabhupada would come back, no luck. But then Srila Prabhupada was never demotivated. Many times we're trying to do something and when success is not there, what comes? Why nobody is? It is going on. But Srila Prabhupada was never demotivated. Then the printing person who would print Back to Godhead magazine, he says, Swamiji, every month you are coming and printing these magazines. These magazines people take, people read, or people may not read, and then they throw away. Why don't you write books? At least people will keep the books. So Srila Prabhupada took that coming from Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada wrote his first book, and it was called Easy Journey to Other Planets. So that time there was this rumor going on that somebody went to the moon. so Prabhupada, to make it relevant, he wrote a book, Easy Journey to Other Planets. Prabhupada was very relevant. He will write articles based on what was going on and give a spiritual perspective to it. Now some devotees do that. Some movies released on God and then they give but according to Shastra, but like purport, so Prabhupada would do that. Then he started writing books. Srila Prabhupada started when did Prabhupada wrote Bhagavad Gita translation? At what point of time?
So after he came
After he came to America. Then he wrote Bhagavad Gita translation. Because previously when Prabhupada wrote 1800 book Bhagavad Gita translation, his wife, she sold it in Kapada. So Prabhupada, okay, leave it, that's fine. Then Prabhupada wrote, which is now Bhagavad Gita as it is. That he wrote after coming to US. Then Prabhupada wrote many books, small books. Then Srila Prabhupada started translating Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam was in Sanskrit, he started translating. But for bigger books, you need some sponsorship. How do you print? Like magazines are okay. But it was bigger books, so Srila Prabhupada went. In Delhi there was, Srila Prabhupada would write letters to all the leaders. And in Delhi there was this meeting of some influential people came there. Then Srila Prabhupada presented Srimad Bhagavatam, part 1, canto 1, part 1. And what all this contains. And people were very impressed by by Bhagavatam. So one of the lady present there, her name was Sumati Moraji, and she was the owner of India's steamship company. So they would send cargo from Calcutta to US cargo. So she owned that company and she had few small cargo ships. So she was very impressed by Swami's Bhagavatam, and she was very pious also. So she sponsored some, I think, 1,000 rupees. It was huge actually. Like whatever is required to print this Bhagavatam, how many ever sets you want printed, I'll sponsor. So she was very favorable. In the meantime, Srila Prabhupada was always looking for opportunity how to take this message to the West. Srila Prabhupada had no visa. He needed a visa to go. Then few representatives came from Japan. And Srila Prabhupada gave a presentation on Bhagavad philosophy. And they were very impressed. And they said Japan is actually struggling because of lack of God consciousness. And this is so divine. And actually Srila Prabhupada's association was very encouraging, enlivening. So they said, Srila Prabhupada, you come to Japan and we'll help you spread this message. This message is wonderful, simply wonderful. So Srila Prabhupada was very encouraged. So Srila Prabhupada thought, I will start my international society from Japan. And from there it will spread all over the world. So but Srila Prabhupada needed a letter from Indian embassy, like approval, visa approval. So he was going, there was 2 months time, Srila Prabhupada was like lot of up to and fro to the embassy, and the government rejected. Srila Prabhupada was having hope last day also, maybe today government will sanction, I will go tomorrow to Japan, and the government rejected. And gone. So in this way, Srila Prabhupada was trying, whether in Jhansi or in Japan, but there was no success. So then Srila Prabhupada had a friend in Vrindavan. He knew somebody in Vrindavan. And Srila Prabhupada said, I have this desire to share this message all over the world, but I need a visa. I need a visa to America. So this friend said, actually my son lives in America and he can get you a visa. Because somebody has to sponsor you from US. So Srila Prabhupada said, oh really? I would be eternally grateful if you can arrange for that. So his name was Gopal. So then Srila Prabhupada forgot about it. And then after many months, Srila Prabhupada received a letter. And it has this visa to America. That was sponsored by Gopal Agarwal. So now Srila Prabhupada saw it as the mercy of the Lord. So Srila Prabhupada needed one, how will he get to America? That time he was writing Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, part 3. This is like he was translating. Wherever Srila Prabhupada will get an opportunity, he'll go and speak. And he was trying. Then Srila Prabhupada thought of Sumati Moraji. Oh, that lady was very pious. And she owns a company, cargo company. And her ship goes to America every day. Srila Prabhupada said, maybe she will give me a passageway to America. So Srila Prabhupada had no money. So he took a local train, you know how Indian local trains are, to Bombay. And if she doesn't sponsor, Mr. Prabhupada doesn't have money to come back to Vrindavan. Wherever he would like that. And Srila Prabhupada had no money for, Srila Prabhupada didn't had money for breakfast also most of the time. So when he would go to these houses to give his Bhagavatam. He would go early in the morning sometimes to distribute. And he would go to somebody's house and they would ask, Swami, did you take breakfast? So Prabhupada is like, very respectable man. So Srila Prabhupada was like, that's alright, don't worry about it. Then they asked, "Did you take breakfast?" Swami? Prabhupada said, "That's all right, don't worry about it." And to save money, to go from one place to another, he would have a stack of books, and he would prefer walking from where he would get it printed to the nearest station than taking a rickshaw with the books to go there. Because Swamiji has no money. We are like actually enjoying everything that Srila Prabhupada has given us. In a way, whatever Srila Prabhupada's struggle he went through, we are just, if Srila Prabhupada would not have come, I don't know what would have happened to me. I came to Krishna consciousness mainly after I came to America. Actually, I did not get it in India. I mean, I was introduced, but I took it more seriously when I was in US. So then Srila Prabhupada went to Bombay, took a train, went to Bombay. She went to this steamship company. He reached there. Then there was this lady assistant. So Srila Prabhupada, he told her, please arrange a meeting with Sumati ji. So she went inside. She said, who is there and what is the purpose? So she asked Swamiji, who are you? She said, I am A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. She knows me because I printed Bhagavatam. She got a copy of Bhagavatam. She sponsored my Bhagavatam. And the purpose is, I want one ticket to US in the cargo. Then she went there. She asked Sumati. Sumati ji replied, tell Swamiji that I cannot give her a ticket because I know America. Swamiji is very old and America is very cold, and I don't want to take the offense of sending a great personality like this to America alone in the cold. How will he survive? I cannot do that. I cannot take that on me. So the assistant came and told Swamiji that she has rejected your proposal. You can go back now. So Srila Prabhupada begged her, please allow me to meet with her. I want to see her. Then she said, no, she's very busy. She cannot meet you. You can go back. She has made the final decision. And she has also said that if you want more money for another sponsorship of Bhagavatam part 2 or part 3, then she can sponsor that. But she will not give you a ticket. So Prabhupada said, no, I don't want money, I want ticket only. So Srila Prabhupada waited there because Srila Prabhupada knew that she would leave from the main gate. Anyway, Prabhupada waited there for the whole day. In the evening, she did her work and she was leaving. And this is actually a sannyasi. Waiting outside, actually, on the street, sitting there and chanting the holy names. And she was coming, and Swamiji got up, and Swamiji folded his hands, and Swamiji said, this is not for myself, this is my Guru's order. Please help me to serve the instruction of my Guru Maharaj. Give me one chance. She said, Swamiji, no, I cannot take this on me. Swamiji folded his hands. Swamiji said, one chance. So she said, come tomorrow, we'll talk. So the next day came, then Srila Prabhupada went in, Srila Prabhupada met her. She explained to Swamiji that I know America, it is inhabitable, and I know the people there. The people are completely addicted to all the sinful activities. There nobody will listen to this message. She has been here, she knows this place, and they are just not open at all. Krishna consciousness. So she said, please Swamiji, first of all, it is no place to live. It is not inhabitable. Ugra karma, and the people there, it's like everywhere Ugra karma. Swamiji, please understand, I cannot do this. So Swamiji said, I want to try once. Send me for 3 months. I want to try. Because this is the order of my Guru Maharaj. And when Swamiji folded her hands, he's very elderly person, Srila Prabhupada. He is going to be the founder Acharya. There he is folding his hand. He said, give me one chance. He said, all right. You can board. I will make arrangements where you can board from Calcutta. Srila Prabhupada, thank you. Then Srila Prabhupada arranged. Then Srila Prabhupada sent a letter and met many God brothers. And he told God brothers that we have got a chance to go to America and share this message. Please help me in whichever way you can. Somebody sent a pair of kartals to Prabhupada. They said, nothing will happen in going to America. Stay here and work with us and we will spread the message. So no encouragement was given. Srila Prabhupada alone. How much money Srila Prabhupada had?
40 rupees or $8, $7 or $8.
$7 or $8. Somewhere around 40 rupees. So Prabhupada was looking for help. So first Srila Prabhupada went to, I'll tell you something before. Like few years before I will go. Srila Prabhupada went to a place called Shantipur. Has anybody heard about Shantipur? Some of you. You know Calcutta? You heard about Navadvip? No. You heard about Navadvip?
No. Heard the name only.
Heard the name only. Okay. It's the place where Lord Chaitanya appeared. So, Lord Chaitanya is Shri Krishna in the mood of Shri Radha. And Shri Mahavishnu and Lord Sadashiva, they also appeared to assist Lord Chaitanya in the form of Advaitacharya. And Advaitacharya appeared in this place called Shantipur. He lived in this place called Shantipur and there is a temple there. So Srila Prabhupada, first he went and he prayed at the Samadhi of his Guru Maharaj. Then he went and stayed for some time in Shantipur. And Srila Prabhupada would live outside. Srila Prabhupada would come to the temple in the morning and Srila Prabhupada would just sit by the pillar, folded legs, and he would chant early in the morning. And then he would chant without eating or drinking anything till night. And then he would get up and go. The pujari would see, imagine if you are in a temple. Imagine if you are living in a temple. I live in a temple, so I know how rare it is. And somebody comes in the morning for one day only and sits and chant, and you go and doing, you go for 6 arati, 6 offerings, you keep going to the altar, coming back, going and coming back, and you see this one person sitting on the floor morning till night and continuously chanting. What will you think? Wow. Great. Correct, right? Then he would come in early in the morning. Srila Prabhupada is sitting there chanting. He would come for noon arati, come for Vaikalika Bhog 4 p.m., come for Sandhya Bhog 6 p.m., come for Shayan Bhog 8 p.m., and then doing arati, and the Swamiji sitting there and continuously chanting. And this was going on for weeks and weeks and weeks. And Srila Prabhupada would not talk to that pujari also even once. He would just sit, and many times Srila Prabhupada would cry. He was just crying and he was chanting. So one day, Srila Prabhupada actually was about to leave that town, Shantipur. So one day he went to the pujari and he folded his hand in front. This is after Srila Prabhupada took sannyas. So Srila Prabhupada folded his hand in front of pujari and he said, please bless me. My Guru Maharaj has given me an impossible mission to spread these teachings all over the world. I am a small, insignificant man. Please bless me so that I can fulfill the order of my Guru Maharaj. And this pujari was like impressive. He said, I will do whatever I can, offer prayers. Then Srila Prabhupada, when he got the ticket, then Srila Prabhupada arranged for, the ship goes from Calcutta and on the way ship goes to Cochin. And Cochin also is a deck, like the ship stops there. So Srila Prabhupada arranged that those Bhagavatam first canto be printed in 2 boxes and be delivered to the Cochin. So when Srila Prabhupada was going, because not much time was there for Prabhupada to print and carry it, so he asked it to be delivered to Cochin. It is said that Srila Prabhupada came, but along with Srila Prabhupada, Bhagavatam came to the West. Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna. So Krishna came through Bhagavatam to America with Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada had some puff rice. So when he is hungry in America, he will eat puff. He doesn't know what to eat America. What do you eat outside actually? This is Swamiji. There is nothing available for Swamis in America to eat. So Srila Prabhupada just took some puffed rice, 30 something, 40 rupees. 2 pairs of sannyas clothes. Just a small handy suitcase. And this is the day Srila Prabhupada was. That time Srila Prabhupada, the son came. The son. He came to see of Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada like sannyasi with just one suitcase and getting into the cargo ship and going on a mission on behalf of his spiritual master. Later on, my Guru Maharaj asked, I think I shared this earlier. My Guru Maharaj asked this son who was still alive, that what were you feeling when Swamiji was, when Srila Prabhupada was boarding? And the son said, I was proud of my father. I was proud of my father when he was going on a mission. So, Srila Prabhupada boarded the cargo. And Srila Prabhupada writes, captain, the name of the captain was Pandya. Srila Prabhupada says Captain Pandya is quite favorable. And he's quite like, he's taking very good care of me. And he has given his own cabin to me. The cabin is comfortable. All the necessities are there. I am very grateful to Lord Krishna. So Prabhupada had this habit of writing diary. So there is a diary called Jaladuta. Actually the name of the ship was Jaladuta. And it scrapped. I think that was one of the last trips. And it was like a very small. One time Malati Prabhu, she went to Steamship India Company. And there were many scrapped ships of Steamship India Company that they used earlier. So she was looking for the ship Jaladuta that Srila Prabhupada came to America. There was huge ships. And she was looking everywhere, Jaladuta. She could not find Jaladuta. And then she noticed that there was a small boat kind of thing, very at the very bottom, not even visible. There it said Jaladuta. So she said, I could not believe Srila Prabhupada came in that from Calcutta to America. Can't believe. So the ship started. First day Srila Prabhupada says, it's quite comfortable. I'm happily situated. Srila Prabhupada cooked some khichdi, offered it to Lord Krishna, gave it to the Pandya and Pandya's wife. They would go husband together, they would go to and fro journey. One journey is around 3 months. So 4 times they would make a trip. Because going in like 40 something days, right? First Prabhupada to went there, it took 40 plus days and then coming back. So 3 months and 4 times. Right? So second day passed, third day passed. Then Srila Prabhupada started feeling vomitings and nausea. Anybody been on ship for a longer journey? Like 2-3 days.
On the cruise,
I think cruise is very fancy. It seems like fancy from the word. But anybody has experienced seasickness? You have experienced seasickness? One time, all the devotees, they decided that since Srila Prabhupada came here, we all will try from somewhere to another, like 7 days trip on the ocean, and we all will do kirtan together. We'll have prasad together. It's like like the whole dancing group, kind of maybe 50 to 100 devotees going on some kind of cruise and going from one place to another, and Krishna conscious trip. So my spiritual master Radhanath Maharaj also joined, and all many sannyasis joined. It was like 1,000 devotees and massive kirtan and very enlivening. And after 2 days, Maharaj said, Maharaj also started feeling vomiting, nausea, headache. So after third day, Maharaj said, I was thinking to jump from the ship, and if I will alive, I will better swim there, but I cannot stay in this ship. So then they actually made arrangement, because Maharaj had really failed down. They made arrangement that ship went to the nearest shore, and Maharaj went on their third day only, 7 days. So then Maharaj mentioning that Krishna gave me a realization what Srila Prabhupada was going through. What Srila Prabhupada was going through. So 2 days Srila Prabhupada said, no hunger, no thirst. I'm feeling very weak, and I'm feeling seasickness. And then Srila Prabhupada said, and I'm missing Vendanta. Because every day Srila Prabhupada would go in the morning, visit all the temples in Vendanta. And Srila Prabhupada said, I'm missing Vendanta. Then the 5th or 6th day, then the ship reached Kochi. So Mr. Pandya took Srila Prabhupada outside for a walk. And Srila Prabhupada felt some relief, like seasickness, and he said, I regained little bit health. I'm able to walk, I'm able to eat today. Then the books got delivered. Srila Prabhupada was very encouraged with that. Then one day ship stayed in Kochi. Then Srila Prabhupada, then the ship started again. So after one day again Srila Prabhupada says, I am feeling all right now. That was very helpful staying in Kochi. And then again the seasickness started. Then Prabhupada became very weak and not eating anything continuously. These symptoms are there. And then that night, Srila Prabhupada got a heart attack. He was in shock. Anyone has experienced heart attack, not in your life, but in your family, huh?
Previous life.
Not your life. Somebody in your family, have you experienced heart attack? You have experienced somebody. Anybody else? You have seen. My father also left the body because of heart attack. So the first heart attack when he got, I was there with him. I was like, we hardly started learning scooters. That time we used to go to school on scooters. So when he got a heart attack, he became so weak. Then when he would sit on the back seat, I would driving him to the hospital, and his head was like, he has no energy to walk. And my brother would sit behind and hold him. So I have personally seen, and I'm sure everyone has, those who have seen, experience what happens when a heart attack comes. It like completely drains of the energy. So that time, Srila Prabhupada said later, every day he would write diary. No? So that time the diary was like a straight line. He is trying to write something and just a straight line is coming because he has no strength in his hand to write. Srila Prabhupada did not eat or anything for 2 days. And he was with this heart attack very weak, and still this vomiting and nausea and all these things were going on. And this is only 8th day. And the journey has to continue for 40 plus days. 2 days after Srila Prabhupada got a heart attack, Srila Prabhupada got second heart attack. Same night. And it was like and Srila Prabhupada was praying to Lord Krishna that time. And Srila Prabhupada was praying, my dear friend Lord Krishna, if one more heart attack comes, I will not be able to survive. Then 4 days, there is no entry in the diary. And 5th day, again Srila Prabhupada writes the date. And Srila Prabhupada writes on the 5th day, Prabhupada writes, today I'm feeling little bit strength. my seasickness is going down. I cooked khichdi today. After 1 week, I ate something. I feel like I'm recovering. My health is recovering. Then in couple of days, there was Janmashtami. Actually, Prabhupada says, I'm missing my Radha Damodar. Today is Janmashtami. So Prabhupada invited Mr. Pandya, his wife, and all those people into the like a deck kind of, and then Srila Prabhupada did some kirtan, spoke on Bhagavad Gita, made some puris, sabjis, and prasad for everybody. Then spoke on Bhagavad. He performed kirtan. He gave class. He fed them, and then he washed the pots, and that's how he celebrated Janmashtami. On the ship, this is a devotee of Lord Krishna. Then Mr. Pandya, Captain Pandya, he told Swamiji in the past 4 days, no waves. The ship was like always ocean is like this, and he says, smooth ride on an ocean. I have never seen. I am doing this for decades. I am going this way. I have never seen a smooth Atlantic Ocean. This is the first time I am seeing. Srila Prabhupada smiled. Actually, when Srila Prabhupada got the second heart attack, and Srila Prabhupada said, my dear friend Lord Krishna, I won't be able to survive if I get one more heart attack. That day night, Srila Prabhupada got a dream. And in the dream, nobody spoke anything. But he saw the same Jaladuta. And you know that Jaladuta has this wheel, and he saw Lord Krishna standing on the wheel. And there is Lord Krishna, there is Lord Ram, there is Lord Narasimha, there is Parashurama, and all the incarnations of Lord. And they are all standing, and Lord Krishna is standing and rowing Jaladuta. Then Srila Prabhupada took that as a signal that Lord Krishna has taken charge. and the whole ocean, throughout the next 30 days, Prabhuji, the ocean is like road. No waves, no seasickness, nothing. This is how pure devotees, how Lord Krishna helps his pure devotees. Then Srila Prabhupada reached Boston. So first the ship comes to Boston, then the ship goes to New York. Prabhupada has to go to New York. So Srila Prabhupada got down into Boston. This is the first experience with America. So Mr. Pandya said, let's go for a walk. And in the middle also, Srila Prabhupada said, I'm missing Vrindavan, but I'm finding great solace in reading Chaitanya Charitamrita. So every day, whole day, Srila Prabhupada read Chaitanya Charitamrita. How many of you have heard about Chaitanya Charitamrita? How many of you have tried to read Chaitanya Charitamrita? She thinks, did I really try? Actually, that is the best book ever. There is no scripture like Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's like nectar actually. I've seen many devotees who read Chaitanya Charitamrita, they are like, when I read Chaitanya Charitamrita, I can't stop crying. Many devotees told me. Pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, full of divine emotions, full of bhav, full of love. So then Srila Prabhupada got down into Boston, and then he started going on with Captain Pandey on the street, and then there are these people free mixing, drinking, smoking, and just like Srila is looking at them, and then Srila Prabhupada felt how will they be able to hear the message of Lord Krishna? which I have brought. I think around half day to 1 day, or maybe 1.5 days, Srila Prabhupada was in Boston. Then he came back. Then the ship started. Then Srila Prabhupada wrote a poem after he saw Boston and the people in Boston. Then Srila Prabhupada wrote a poem on Jaladuta. Anybody heard about that poem? Then Srila Prabhupada wrote on Jaladuta. And anybody knows the name of that poem? Nobody knows. Yeah. Markine Bhagavad Dharma. Do you want to see what Prabhupada wrote?
Yes.
Should we sing? Free flow करते हैं, जो होगा देखा जाएगा. बड़ो कृपा काइले कृष्णा आधमे रत्ती. की लागिया नीले हे था कोरोए बेगाती. आछे की चुका जाता बाए अनुमाने. नाहे के नवानी बे योग्रस्थाने. So Ugrasthane means horrible place. Ugra means Ugra karma means horrible karma. Ugrasthane means why you have brought me here. But saw the people in Boston. My dear Lord Krishna, you are so kind upon this useless soul, but I do not know why you have brought me here. Now you can do whatever you like with me, but I guess you have some business here. Otherwise, why would you bring me to this terrible place? Rajastamo gune era sabai achana. Vasudeve katha ruchi nahe se prasana. Most of the population here is covered by the material mode of passion and ignorance and passion. Absorbed in material life, they think themselves very happy and satisfied, and therefore they have no taste for the transcendental message for Vasudeva. I do not know how they will be able to understand it. Tabe jadi taba kripa hoya hitu ki. Can we connect this? It's connected. See, it says here 20% plugged in. It says plugged in. But तब भी बैटरी कम हो रहा है प्लग इन होने के बाद.
बजट नहीं है तो वो शायद वो प्लग इन नहीं है वो. इस पे वो दिखाया है. चार्जिंग नहीं हो रहा है. चार्जिंग नहीं हो रहा है.
21% दिखाया तो we are good. सकली संभवा होय तुमी से कौतुकी. But I guess your causeless mercy can make everything possible because you are the most expert mystic. Hey bhave bhujale tara bhuje se rasa. Eta kripa koro prabhu kori nijabasha. How will they understand the mellows of devotional service? Oh Lord, I am simply praying for your mercy so that I will be able to convince them about your message. Tomara ichaya sabha hoye maya basha.
Tomaya ichaya sabha hoye maya basha.
Tomara ichaya nasha maya parasha.
Tomara ichaya nasha maya parasha.
All living entities have come under the control of the illusory energy by your will, and if you like, by your will, they can also be released from the clutches of illusion. Taba icha hoye jadi tadera udhara.
Taba icha hoye jadi tadera udhara.
बुझिबे निश्चय तबे कथा से तुम्हारा I wish that you may deliver them. Therefore, if you so desire their deliverance, then only will they be able to understand your message. Bhagavater katha se tabavatara Dhira haya shune jadi kane bar bara The words of Srimad Bhagavatam are your incarnation, and if a sober person repeatedly receives it with submission or a reception, then he will be able to understand your message. Shinvatam swakatha Krishna punya shavana kirtana hridayantasto hiya bhadrani vidunoti suburitsatam nashta prayeshu bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati tamashloke bhakti bhavati naistiki tatarajastamo bhava kama lobhadayascha ye cheta chelanavitham sthitam sattve prasidati evam prasanna manaso bhagavad bhakti yogata bhagavad tattva Jnanam mukta sangasya jayate vidyate hridaya granthe chityante sarva samshaya shiyante chasya karmani drishta eva manishvare. It is said in Srimad Bhagavatam, Shri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma Super Soul in everyone's heart and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who relishes his message, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. By regularly hearing the Bhagavatam and rendering service unto the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is practically destroyed. And loving service unto the glorious Lord, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. At the time loving service is established in the heart, the mode of passion and ignorance and lust and desire disappear from the heart. Then the devotee is established in goodness and he becomes happy. Thus established in the mode of goodness, the man, rejuvenated by loving service to the Lord, gains liberation from material association and comes to know scientifically of the personality of Godhead. Thus the knots of the heart and all misgivings are cut to pieces. The chain of fruitive actions is terminated when one sees the Master as the Self. Rajastamo tabe paibe nishtara Hridaya bhadra sab guchi betahara He will become liberated from the influence of mode of ignorance and passion, and thus all inauspicious things accumulated in the core of the heart will disappear. Ki kore puja bo katha barose chahi Khudra mi dina hi na kono shakti nahi How will I make them understand this message of Krishna consciousness? I am very unfortunate, unqualified and the most fallen. Therefore I am seeking your benediction so that I can convince them, for I am powerless to do so by my own. Khudra ami dina hina kono shakti nahi. I cannot do it by myself unless you help. Atacha ene cho prabhu katha boli bare Ye tomara ichha prabhu koro ei bare Somehow or other, O Lord, you have brought me here to speak about you. Now, my Lord, it is up to you to make me a success or failure as you like. Je tumhara ichha prabhu koro ei bare. So Srila Prabhupada is not even thinking that, my Lord, please make me successful in one way. He said, as you desire. This is surrender. I have come here, you have some purpose. Now, it's up to you if you want to make me a success or failure. Akhila Jagat Guru Bachana Se Ama Alankrita Kori Ba Khamata Toma O spiritual master of all the words, I can simply repeat your message. So if you like, you can make my power of speaking suitable for their understanding. Actually, it is very hard to speak and connect with people here who are engaged in those activities and make them understand the message of Lord Krishna. You try sometime speaking the message of Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam to people in this world, in this day and age, who are engaged in all kinds of activities. And it's very, very hard to relate to them. You see that? They just won't even listen a word. So Srila Prabhupada is here praying, if you like, you can make my power of speaking suitable to their understanding. You are the one who will give me words. You have brought me here to speak your message. Please give me the words in a way that they will be able to relate and understand and relate to it. Without, it is said, without Krishna's mercy, it won't happen. Prabhupada is saying, make my words, because the teachings of Lord Chaitanya are so very high. The books written by Saraswati Thakur and Goswamis are very high. Even devotees find it hard to relate to them. Then how can these people be able to understand the message of Lord Krishna? You try one thing, read Bhagavad Gita and see how much we can understand. Bhagavad Gita itself is very hard to understand, that is just a bachelor's degree. So how will these people be able to understand? So Prabhupada is telling, please make my words relevant and suitable for their understanding. And if you want, then you can make them understand. They are covered because of your illusory energy. If you want, you can remove the illusory energy from them, because it is your illusory energy, and you can make the words so that they can understand, and you can make them devote, you can deliver them. Lord, I am helpless to do so. If you want, you can make it happen. Taba kripa haile mor katha shuddha habe. Shunya shabara shoka dukha je guchibe. Only by your causeless mercy will my words become pure. I am sure that when this transcendental message penetrates their heart, they will certainly feel gladdened and thus become liberated from all unhappy conditions of life. So what happens when we hear about Krishna? Some joy comes in the heart. And it's because this is God's message. And to the extent the words are pure, to that extent we will feel joy in our heart. So it is by your causeless mercy that my words become pure. I am sure that when this transcendental message penetrates their heart, when they understand what I am speaking about the Lord, they will certainly feel gladdened and thus become liberated from the unhappy conditions of life. They're all unhappy, trying happiness in so many ways. But when they hear this message, they will become gladdened from within their heart. So it's up to you to make my words pure. Aniya chojadi prabha amare na chate. Nachao nachao prabhu nachao se mate. Kastera putali jatha nachao se mate. Oh Lord, I am just like a puppet in your hands. So if you have brought me here to dance, then make me dance, make me dance. Nachao, nachao. Oh Lord, make me dance as you like. I'm just a puppet. Please, I'm here in this place. Please do what you like to do with me. Success or failure is up to you. But if you can make my words pure and suitable to their understanding, and if they can, if this message penetrates their heart, they will certainly be gladdened and be free from their unhappy condition. Please make me an instrument. Bhakti nahi ved nahi name khubdaro. Bhakti Vedanta name veshartha koro. Bhakti nahi means I have no devotion. Vedana means I have no knowledge. Nama khubadaro, I have some faith in the name. I have some faith in the name. Bhakti Vedanta naam eve sartha karo. You have given me the name Bhakti Vedanta. Now it's up to you to fulfill the purpose of the name or not. You have only given me the name. I have no devotion, nor do I have any knowledge. See, the acharyas are showing by their own example. What are they showing? How much devotion they have? Unlimited devotion. How are they showing? They are saying, I have no devotion. So we also should not think I'm a great devotee of the Lord. Arey, here Bhakti Vedanta Swami is telling I have no devotion. You are saying I am great devotee of the Lord. What kind of false pride is this? If you think I know better than somebody, I am more knowledgeable than somebody, I have better commentary than somebody, these are false pride. And you know what is Krishna's job? To break it. Yeah. But we see pure devotees have no false pride. Rather, they think themselves as the most insignificant. You see, later on, Srila Prabhupada says, signed the most unfortunate, insignificant beggar, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami. The most unfortunate, insignificant beggar. I'm begging you for your mercy. They don't think I have come and I will deliver the whole America. They think I have no bed, I have no bhakti, it's up to you, my Lord Krishna. This surrender a pure devotee has. I have no devotion, nor do I have any knowledge, but I have strong faith in the holy name of Krishna. I have been designated as Bhakti Vedanta, and now if you like, you can fulfill the real purport of Bhakti Vedanta. So that shows the mood Prabhupada was carrying when he was just approaching New York. So I'll take 5 more minutes, and then that's all. Because the next week we go to Bhagavad Gita again. So then Srila Prabhupada came out. And Srila Prabhupada does not know whether to go left or whether to go right. He came out. And he sold a set of Bhagavatam to Mr. Pandya. Mr. Pandya gave him $20. That was all Prabhupada has. You know, in Vrindavan also he was living by selling books. So there, to the captain he sold one set of Bhagavatam and got $20. Then he came out, he's looking, and there was one person who was having a signboard, welcome A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Prabhupada, oh. And he was sent by Gopal, who was the son of the person whom Srila Prabhupada met in Vrindavan. So then they sat in a local bus, some ticket, and then he took them to Butler, Pennsylvania. And there Gopal was married to an American lady. Her name was Sally Agarwal. So first 1-2 days Srila Prabhupada stayed with Sally Agarwal when he came to America. And Sally Agarwal would cook meat. Gopal also would eat. In the fridge they understood you cannot offer this to Swamiji. So Swamiji keep his own simple vegetables that they brought for Swamiji in the fridge and he would cook. Then she would feel very ashamed, like she is having, when the fridge is open, there is all this meat and everything is there. So Swamiji would say, think nothing about it. Sir, I was thinking about So then, then after 2 days, Sally Agarwal and Gopal Agarwal started feeling awkward. That Swamiji is staying and nobody has seen a Swami in America. Now it's very common, like, not very common, but with Buddhism, saffron drops is relatively common. Because the many Buddhist monks wear saffrons. But that time it was not so common. So people were coming and they were like, who is this personality? And Gopal was the only person from India. But his activity is like everybody else. So this is Swami. So then they were like, you know, we cannot keep him. What about our social prestige? People are speaking about us. 2 days only, they are like curious. Who is this man? What is he doing here? So then they arranged for Srila Prabhupada to get a room and stay in YMCA building. Does YMCA offer rooms now or not anymore? You don't know YMCA? Mother, you are living in America. YMCA has all this, you know, it's a community center. People go to play, run, jog, some sports, kid section, swimming. So there are many things. It's like community center. They're big in America actually. Others know YMCA. So does YMCA offers housing now? No. No more. That time they used to offer that service. 1967. So then they arranged a room for Prabhupada in YMCA building. Prabhupada has how much? 3 months. Already few days passed. Then Prabhupada stayed there for almost 1.5 months. They, on a newspaper, they wrote an ad. Swami has come from India. Those who want to meet him, appointment available. So few people would come out of curiosity and meet Swamiji in YMCA building. They would come, who are you? What must? Oh, all right, thank you. They would go away, never come back again. They would come out of curiosity, hear once and go away. So Prabhupada was thinking that this is not going to help. Prabhupada has come to actually spread Krishna consciousness all over America. Prabhupada is 3 months, 1.5 months, people are coming once and going away. And not coming back again. So Srila Prabhupada said, Srila Prabhupada was thinking that this won't work. Srila Prabhupada said, for somebody to understand this message, there is repeated association is needed. So just coming once and hearing will not help. So Prabhupada was thinking, what do I do? So Srila Prabhupada knew somebody in New York. And what was his name? Dr. Mishra. Dr. Mishra, right? So he was a yoga teacher. So Srila Prabhupada sent a letter to Dr. Mishra that can I come and stay with you? So after 1.5 months, Srila Prabhupada went out because it was not helping. So Prabhupada went out from Butler, Pennsylvania and came to New York. So in New York, Srila Prabhupada, I'll go just 3 to 4 more minutes. Then I hope I will end. So Prabhupada is in New York now. Dr. Mishra has a yoga studio. So he would invite Swamiji. And he would allow Swamiji to lead Kirtan. And then he would speak how God does not have a form. He was an impersonalist, Mayavadi actually. And when Srila Prabhupada spoke, he allowed Srila Prabhupada allowed him to speak once. Srila Prabhupada spoke how Krishna is Supreme Personality of God, we are eternal servant of Krishna. We should render devotional service to Krishna. Dr. Mishra said, no. You are not speaking here again to my audience. I want to make all of them Mayavadis. You cannot make them Bhaktas. No. Then Srila Prabhupada will just do Kirtan. And through Kirtan, they all will be very enlivened. Then Srila Prabhupada after Kirtan will go and sit in the back. Then one person went and sat next to Swamiji. So Prabhupada asked, do you understand what he's speaking? Dr. Mishra. He said, little bit. It's all bogus actually. But Srila Prabhupada does not have a place to invite people to speak. Where will he speak? He will live with Dr. Mishra. In the yoga studio, he is not allowed to speak. His hands are tight actually. And in between, Dr. Mishra became very sick, on the verge of death actually. So Srila Prabhupada was a physician, like that Ayurveda medicine. His business was in that. So he healed him. So Dr. Mishra was very grateful. So it was said that Srila Prabhupada also, he didn't like the philosophy and his activities of him also. But Srila Prabhupada was a gentleman still. Even he cured him, and Dr. Mishra said, Swamiji saved my life. I owe my life to Swamiji. Although he would say, but his words, don't worry about. But as a person, he loved everybody unconditionally. So then Srila Prabhupada took a small room in the same building downstairs, which has no kitchen. So Srila Prabhupada, no bathroom also. Prabhupada started staying there, would use the bathroom and kitchen from Dr. Mishra's apartment. So if he meets somebody, he would invite him and talk to him in that room. Understood? Because Srila Prabhupada needed a space to speak his message. 3 months are about to get over. Here, nobody is showing any interest. 1 or 2 people started coming. Prabhupada would lead Kirtan with them, discuss Bhagavad Gita with them. 1 or 2 people became very gladdened and enlivened. Wow. But when they would invite others, others are not interested to come. So this 1 or 2 people who are coming, Dr. Mishra's bottom apartment, he had some connection with Bauri. You know what Bauri is? If you're in America, you know Bauri. No Bauri? Nobody knows Bauri. Shady area.
Oh, Bowery. You said Bowery. Okay.
Bowery.
Bowery. Yeah.
Shady area. When everyone is drunk and sleeping on the street. And so there they used to have this studio, a coffee shop. where all these ton people would come and meet, and that time it was a spiritual revolution in a way, and their spiritual realization was through ganja. You stay high forever by smoking ganja and other. This is what spiritual life is all about. This is like 1967. So then he spoke to some of his friends that there is Swamiji from India. And amazing. It's like life changing. You can stay high without all these things. He will just keep you high through a mantra. It's very enchanting, it's enlivening. I think we should bring him here. So all of those people in the studio, they said, let's bring Swamiji here. So they told Swamiji, who was living in upstate New York, that please come to this, what was that? That place in New York, that Bowery area. Please come, and there people are very favorable. Here we are telling nobody is willing to come to here. Then Srila Prabhupada moved to Bowery area. One of their friends arranged a stay for. Prabhupada was staying with somebody. He was a madman who Prabhupada was staying with. This is one sannyasi living in America who are completely off. Actually, one time he tried to kill Swamiji only because when he was drunk. Prabhupada had to run away from the house. This is all American society. And Prabhupada is staying 167 years old sannyasi, a pure devotee of Lord Krishna, staying with these people. We are very comfortable actually. I lived in downtown for 3 years, in Krishna House downtown. Krishna House in downtown. So many things I would see actually. Got an exposure of America, little bit. And Prabhupada staying with them. And another time, Prabhupada then he left that place. Then Prabhupada moved to another place. There one boy and girl were staying together. They made a curtain. Swamiji used to stay underneath this small area, underneath this curtain. Here they will have their relationships. Swamiji is staying in their house in this part of the curtain, get up, chant his rounds. And then after some time, some people were coming. Some were coming. Then with the help of them, Srila Prabhupada rented a place. It was called 22nd 2nd Avenue. On 2nd Avenue, 26th 2nd Avenue. 26th 2nd Avenue. This is in that, near the Bowery area. And Prabhupada wrote a letter. There were like 4 or 5 people, 6 people who were coming. And Prabhupada wrote a letter, Bhagavad Gita, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dinner served. Everybody welcome. So people would go by and see. Some would come sit there, lead kirtan, give a talk, speak about Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, speak about Vrindavan, and they were like this. But they loved Swamiji's kirtan, they loved Swamiji's food. Prabhupada has no money, so he would go to these stores and he would take some potato something. They would say, this much dollar. They say, what are you talking? It's like 1-2 paisa in India. This much dollar, so expensive. You give some discount. This is Swamiji, no discount here. Everything is on price. This is super expensive. Prabhupada said that I'm not taking for myself. I have to feed these young boys and girls who are coming. Then Prabhupada said, I have this much money, but I need this much to serve them. So that grocery store manager will put his own money and put it, Swamiji, take it. Don't take it. This is Swami from India. And just into American culture and getting ingrained in that. So then with some of those people who became very interested, and Prabhupada said, we'll go to the park nearby. And there was a park, it's called Thompson Square Park. And Prabhupada sat under a tree. And Prabhupada had no mridanga, so there was some kind of dholak still. Prabhupada took that and closed his eyes and started chanting Hare Krishna. Wow, that was the revolution. With his 4 or 5 followers, Hare Krishna, and slowly, the environment became surcharged with devotion. It was a very famous park. People are coming by cycle, and they would sit down, and this is like so beautiful, so enlivening. They would take picture and video, bring their instrument to jam, and then some newspaper, some news channel, they would come. All the people, suddenly hundreds of people would gather around. And they became mad in Hare Krishna Kirtan, like Prabhupada was singing, and they were like, and in their own way, they were mad by hearing the Kirtan. This newspaper, they anyways news, and then the newspaper news came, no charge. Just they themselves wanted to make some. Krishna helped actually. That Swami ji, a Swami from India, in Bowley downtown New York. And then Prabhupada, after all of them would gather, then Prabhupada would stop Kirtan and give a small talk right there. Krishna is Supreme Personality of God. I am teaching from Bhagavad Gita. Down the road, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, followed by Indian Prasad. Everybody will come. Some would come. Next day again, Prabhupada would take these 3-4 people, go to Thompson Square Park, that's how expanded. Then Sir Prabhupada, then in between, many times like Dr. Mission, other places, Prabhupada had no response earlier. For 6-7 months, no response. Prabhupada said, I was depressed. I went to the steamship company and see when is the next ship back to India. And then I would think, no, I have to fulfill the order of my Guru Maharaj. And then he extended his visa and came back. And many times Prabhupada said, I would go and see the next ship, but then somehow I sustained. Then the first initiation happened in 26nd Avenue. Then one of the person who got initiated, he for some reason moved to San Francisco. But he was very enlivened in Bhakti. So he went to San Francisco and there he met some of his friends. One of the friend they met is Mother Malati. There was this, some of you know Mother Malati. She came last year, So then they invited and they sent a plane ticket to Srila Prabhupada. This first time Prabhupada was sitting in a plane. Sent a plane ticket to San Francisco. Swamiji, please come. We have a big gathering here. We are all eager to start Krishna consciousness here. So then Srila Prabhupada told his disciples and 22nd Avenue, those who were there, that I'm going to San Francisco. They were like, everything is finished here. You are the one who is spreading it. You go. What will happen then? Now we are initiated also. Prabhupada said, don't worry about it. If you are chanting Hare Krishna, I am chanting Hare Krishna, we are connected. We are always together. And there were no phones or like high technology, mobile phones, although something were there. Letters were there, fax were there. So then Srila Prabhupada went to San Francisco. And with the help of those few people, then they started Krishna consciousness in San Francisco. Then Srila Prabhupada met a devotee whose name was, what was Shyam Sundar Prabhu's name earlier? So this one person who was actually Mother Malti Prabhu's to-be husband eventually, friend at that point of time. So Mother Malti from some antique store got a Jagannath small cartoon. This is the first deity that came to America. That came to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada saw this black guy. Prabhupada paid obeisances. Mother Malti like, Swamiji is paying obeisances. Who is this? So Swamiji asked Malati Devi, were there some more? They said, there was one white and one yellow statue. Prabhupada said, bring them also. So she watched. Small. So then Prabhupada asked this boy who was smoking and other things and coming. Prabhupada would say, can you carve a full size of this? So, yeah, I can do that. So he would smoke, put the cigarette on the head of Jagannath and chisel and carve it. So eventually he gave up that after carving Jagannath. By Srila Prabhupada's mercy. Then Srila Prabhupada arranged the first Rath Yatra in ISKCON. That happened in San Francisco. So now there is a group in New York, there is a group in San Francisco. And then from wherever they spread, Whenever Prabhupada received an invitation, he went there. And then Prabhupada sent 6 of his devotees, including Malati Prabhu, Shyam Sundar, Yamuna Devi, then who? Gurudas Prabhu, and Mukunda and Janaki. So 6 of them Prabhupada sent to Europe, and Prabhupada said start Krishna consciousness in London, in Europe. So now to get to there you need money. So they took help from their friend and transfer money at one place, get the visa approval, then the same money went to other all 6 transferred money to show in their account, and then that's how they got visa and they went to England. And no Bhagavad Gita was allowed, so by mistake, purposefully, Malti Prabhu said Bhagavad Gita also went there, and in this way, they 6 of them would stay in some devotee's basement and start Krishna consciousness in London. So this gives us some idea of how Srila Prabhupada started spreading Krishna consciousness all over America, London, and everywhere. Some more stories we can discuss in future, but I think we are good for now. Srila Prabhupada ki